Earth date, October 21, 2021. Number 1093 of the visits through the Omega Communications portal into the dimension where the station of light exists. These moments when we gather together out of the constraints of Earth time and of the experiences occurring are very valuable to us. They strengthen the connections that we all have to the higher vibrations of light. And this is what these sessions help all of us with. Lani speaking to you, and again, follow the usual procedure of taking in a lovely breath. And as you listen to this, close your eyes, breathing gently, consciously, and consciously present yourself in the gathering within the receiving area of the station of light. Moving through the portal into that energy system there. Greetings and welcome to you. I'm addressing you, and of course with all of us here there is a large gathering of beings from other galactic dimensions, other spaces of existence in a quantum field of consciousness. All that is required for you is your focus into this space and your intention to allow yourself to receive the energy and information, the patterns that will be useful to you now. There's always the preliminary assessment of you as you step into the space. Firstly, to help you integrate into this energy, and then in the assessment we are able to acknowledge what you bring in with you for attention, for assistance. Some of those items would be matters of concern to you, and some of them will be elements that you have gathered around you that you may not be aware of. And yet the higher aspects of you in your essential true essence as a being of light are fully aware of what needs attention. All during the sessions here, as we deliver specific words to you or images, there is the process of clearing your energy systems and repairing if that is needed, and introducing to you more of the higher frequency patterns. It's a continual process to raise your frequency pattern, and that enables you to resonate more clearly with higher levels of functioning and information patterns, the codes that exist throughout the quantum consciousness field of all existence. You may perceive changes and differences in patterns around the world. You may be wondering why there is no specific activity that we refer to assist the planetary systems. But as you understand that your presence here is gathering information from the greater cosmic and quantum field of consciousness, which is a vibration of a higher, consistent order for energy and progress, then you would realize that you are naturally bringing into your own specific system what is required. And as you fill your true essence with that and all of the functions of you, you become aware that that connects into many different layers of energy grids around the Earth people, the planet. We talk about many different layers because, as you are aware, if you consider the analogy of water, you would see that there are dense layers sink to the bottom and are living in a certain substance and existence in a layer on the bottom of the water pattern, and the higher, clearer energy is near the surface and at the surface. Even though there may be an overlaying film of cellular activity at the surface, that allows for an exchange of energy to pass out through it, to be released, and a clearer pattern to enter within that surface layer. And if there is, for example, a heavier, denser layer, that will fall naturally into the lower levels of the pattern of that water element, as a symbol, as an analogy. Now, where are you focusing? Are you focusing near the top layer, but still under a film of surface tension? Or are you focusing on the rays of light which you can rise up through? Similar to carrier beams, and they support you, and they are part of the network of the quantum consciousness field and the beings who support you and all others. The emphasis is always to keep your energy field clear, to keep aligning with your higher purpose, the original point of your existence, and it is through that that you receive the energy coming through the solar portal. So you may define this, because the conscious mind likes definition. You could define this as you are receiving the light from your original point of existence before you passed through the solar portal into your present existence. Therefore, you are bringing energy patterns in, particularly for your individual pattern, renewing many of the patterns. We have referred to the higher activating sequences, and for most of you these are complete, and for many of you, you are still integrating those sequences for the activation and the strengthening of many of the energy patterns throughout your system as a conscious being present in your environment. The energy and information always needs to come in through that higher level of patterning. And this surpasses the levels of technology existing in the civilization, and it surpasses the level of sciences. We must also expand that, because in greater dimensional existences you have access to the higher vital essence, the essential patterns. And these, again, are beyond the current modalities. And yet you are able to access bioplasmic technology that is always present and known to you, because they've always been present as part of the potential for you to access. Most of you are aware of this. Most of you are aware that currently there are mainstream sciences that need to reconnect with that greater field which supports and helps all on the planet. Being aware of this brings in the connections from that light field present and existing. And in this way there will be more prominent people becoming aware of a pure element that needs to be incorporated into life patterns, and not through what is happening currently around the populations. Genetically, each of you with the higher sequencing patterns have already received the elements that are necessary, and the elements have come in from that higher bioplasmic quantum consciousness field. Be strong in this. Let it work for you in ways that you may feel are necessary. As part of this sequencing, you may experience disturbances that you had experienced in earlier patterns in your current life body form. Remember to activate the correct light pattern frequency from your pure point of origin to clear those disturbances, which mostly remain there because they have an emotional component, and that often is relating to different aspects within the physical formation. The opportunity again is offered to you in this presentation for you to utilize that pattern that you bring in around you. We are assisting you with this. There is a great transfer of information occurring to each and every one of you as you connect with that pure quantum consciousness stream. There are elements working, of course, to correctly align the patterns that are affecting people back into the pure consciousness stream. Value your own presence and importance. Value your way of maintaining clearness, and let this enrich you. You are enriched with the presence of the elemental kingdom, which appear as specific plant life or mineral life or water or light elements. And indeed they are elemental presences, conscious. They are a level of consciousness which also can be accessed. Therefore, if you are moving about in the natural plant life and natural elements, then you may be aware of those elemental presences assisting you, receiving your love and light and sharing their love and light, which is a very natural process. Experiencing this gives you the sense of what you will experience as you move out into the natural kingdoms. You are supported, and be aware of this supporting, overlaying network and presence in the light field, surrounding the planet, surrounding you each. And this is where your focus is naturally drawn to. This was my presentation to you, and I withdraw. Arm out. Thank you, Aurum. This is Lani again speaking, and I am aware of many others around us, beings of different light, different colours, different vibrations. And yet there is that overlaying same field of light. And also I am aware of that lovely being named Yulia, who is often with us. And so together we are bringing your attention and your focus back to come back into your physical body. Take in a lovely, natural, conscious breath. And incorporate all of the energy and information that you have received as an individual being of light, a galactic being of light. Bring it all back into you now. Remember, you are not alone. There are many of us spread throughout the planet, and perhaps there are many existing stationed above the planet or within the earth and structures, within the water, wherever you are. I'm very happy to be aware of you and link with you. So in this beautiful light field, take in another lovely breath and bring your focus back fully into your body, opening your eyes and focusing back into current earth time, the present moment. This ends this presentation through the Omega Communications portal. Thank you.